Excellent. So let's clap it down. 3, 2, 1, clap. Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the second awakened werewolf Aztec Olmec, but it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't have the trick or treating vampire Lightstar 777 with me. Now, why did I do that? Because Lightstar sprung for the cutesy, chibi transmog of the vampires, which is so awesome. And I second awakened. Of course. And I second awakened my dark werewolf Jiltan, so I am so proud of my boy. Of course, the automatic farming helped a lot, but look at him. Ooh, scary. Ooh. Ah! I am doing so well. I checked out the America's Cup Championships and was completely inspired, blown away by how exciting the matches were. And we're gonna actually, maybe watch the very last championship um, match and get our thoughts. But that really got me juiced up to contributing more into RTA. And on top of it, I was summoning during the match, and my splendid blessing is no more. And maybe you can help me. Um, Maybe you can guess out of the two that the one that I actually agreed upon, decided upon. Um, so I've been awesome. I've been having a blast. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Wow. Saturday's Halloween. How crazy is that? Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Very, very cool. So, what are we going to talk about today? We have a couple of things lined up. Sure. Oh, okay. So no problem. So we have a couple of topics. One sent in by one of our longtime listeners, Young Gung. Shout out
Dun,
to
dun, dun,
you.
dun, dun, dun.
Um,
Okay.
such an awesome topic to bring up. He wanted to know who our best cleave units are. Yeah, we'll be happy to talk
Can
about
I
that.
hear myself?
Um, of course, we're gonna watch that
So no problem.
exciting final
So we
match
have a couple of
of the
topics.
America's Cup,
One sent in by
and we're going to go over our lack of splendid blessings because we both had some 5-star luck very very recently. We're definitely gonna have a Halloween themed Tales from SW because what better holiday to represent Tales from SW than would be Halloween. But
Right?
yeah, man, it's gonna be a good show.
So, you know, maybe completely out of line, but did you want to start over? Just pretend the past 5 minutes didn't happen because my
Of
microphone
course,
wasn't
no
working?
problem at all. Let's do it.
You know what? For those that are watching this live stream, I just say this is just a gift to you yet again. Just magic of our
Right.
entertainment, you know. So we're just going to like do like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Yep. We're gonna put it up to 12 to 11. Energy up to 11 this time.
Yes, because now I know I can hear myself, and now I don't feel like a schlub. So yeah, totally.
No
Let's
problem.
let's do this
So we'll take
again
it from the top. No, let's do it. Okay.
from the top.
You ready?
Oh yeah, now I am.
3, 2, 1, clap. Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the second awakened werewolf.
Ooh,
Aztec
Scary.
comic.
ooh, scary.
But it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't have the trick-or-treating vampire, Lightstar 777 with me.
Candy bucket, whee! Yes. Hello, ranchers and summoners. How is everybody doing out there today? We hope you all had a lightning-tastic week, of course. As always, Aztec, how are you, my friend? You doing all right?
I'm doing great. I was completely inspired and blown away by the awesome matches at the America's Cup. We're actually going to watch the final of the America's Cup, just, the very last match, just so you guys can share in our excitement. And I was doing some summoning as, what you do during a match like
I
this.
mean, obviously,
And
yes.
I have no more Splendid Blessing, which is great.
No.
Hopefully you
Oh.
guys can guess who I picked out of my 2 Nat 5s. But, just to, short answer is this guy's doing great.
I love it. Yes, so we are going to watch the last of the 3 rounds of the American Cup, and we're just going to give some thoughts and feedback as that's happening. We have a very spooky edition of Tales from SW, Halloween edition.
Absolutely.
We are going to talk about Aztec's potential Ryu background, and we are definitely going to find out what that Splendid Blessing. Very coincidentally, dear listeners, I also had one of my Splendid Blessings for a 5-star pop. And we will discuss that as well closer to our summon o'clock. We are going to revisit the Tricaro team only in the reason that I had noticed that some people don't know what the gimmick is. Like, even when we were discussing it, I mean, I know that the defense triggers them to team up, and that's why there are the thresholds, but as far as skills, like there was a video where somebody was talking about the fact that they should have, that they are worthy investment of 12 Devilmon for you to fully skill them up when they're 2-aid. And I wanted to see what the differences were. So I actually had Devilmon my one fully 2-aid Ikaru already. And then I had my just fully skilled up Ikaru. So I took some screenshots. We're definitely going to be posting them sometime later today out there. And then we're going to revisit them again on Saturday when the podcast releases, just so people can see the pictures of them and they can see essentially where the differences lie. Now be careful in your monster box there so you don't spoil the surprise for what we're supposed to guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want you to spoil the surprise.
So let me switch screens to the championship. we'll watch, you know, that very last match between J Mac and Chakamu,
Let's.
and
I
we'll react. I mean, I've watched this a bunch, but it's just so exciting that I
Oh
want to
yeah.
see it again.
Yeah. It was
Absolutely.
handily handed to poor old Trakamu. And yeah, all right. So here we go. I can't see that, AJ. My eyes. That's like these itty bitty little thing. I'm just
Oh,
judging
let
you.
me
That's
just
all.
put it on full screen for you.
Please, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. So, I mean, what I thought was interesting, and I know other people have commented about this and put it out there, but JMAC's flexibility was
Yeah.
really what I think the strength was for him to win. Um, you know, if it's playing, all I see is your player. I don't actually see the video.
Oh, really? Okay.
Technical difficulties, folks. This is what we live for: is figuring out things that we're doing wrong and try and fix them. There's not a way to just make that. Did it move to a different screen now when you pop it out like that? That you have to click on your bar? Look how happy
Uh,
JMac was.
let's see if we can try this again.
Nope. I still don't see it when you do that. You know, so if I keep it small, it's fine. I've seen it. So you had Chakamo.
So is it still small now?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, now it's just non-existent. When you try and pop it out, I think it's in a
Got you.
different window, and you need to focus your stream to that window instead. It's fine. I'll try and lean in awkwardly and look at it. So I mean, he had what, like Velajuel, two Beast Riders. And what was his fourth that Chakamu had? Was it? Nope. See, if you do that, I can't play along.
Oh no, that's because it's full screen on my end when I do that. Okay, hold up. Let me do this.
All right. East on down the road. Yeah, the Wiz. Who wouldn't love the Wiz?
Yeah, apologies, folks.
No.
Unfortunately, it looks like since I'm using QuickTime to record, I can't just play the video as I want. Anyway, so I'm gonna switch back to my gameplay, and let's just talk about a little about the Arte, or well, the championships as they're running now.
Mm,
So currently for the America's Cup, J-Mac obviously won. So both J-Mac
so good.
and Chocmo get their ticket punched for the World Finals. So
Mm-hmm.
we're going to see both of them in the world. In addition, I have to explain Chocmo's wig because I just do.
I
His
love it.
wife is a cosplayer, and
I
that was
love
more
that.
so for support for her. Him rocking the wig for Gianna, seeing who his wife cosplays. So I did have to explain the wig a little bit to a couple of people who I've shared this video with.
You know what? I
But
loved it though. I
that's that.
thought it was just eccentric enough to be a Ken kind of thing. I didn't even need the explanation. I was just like, all right, man, do it. Do your thing, yo. Do your thing.
But yeah, man, it was an awesome match. J
Mm-hmm.
Mac, congratulations to you for participating and doing so well. And hopefully,
Definitely.
maybe it's even a possibility. I mean, we'll try. We'll reach out to him and see if we can get him on the show.
God willing, right?
That would be awesome. But he may be busy with
He's
preparations. But
very,
who?
very busy.
Maybe
Very
he will.
busy. Maybe after it's
Maybe
all
he'll.
said and
He'll.
done.
Maybe afterwards. Maybe we'll ask him. Ask him then. But did you like the match? Did you find it exciting?
So, I mean, I loved it. Even a lot of the matches leading up to it, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed seeing what people are using. I'm starting to think that there are like a handful of core monsters that if you don't have, it's very hard for you to get into RTA, like legitimate RTA.
Definitely.
Because like I always see Velajuels, I always see the Pioneers, I always see you don't see too many dragons in it. Like you see some here and
I
there,
see
but they're
some dragons. Yeah.
situational. But like definitely Pioneers seem to be like the staple monster of RTA, and
Absolutely.
they along with some of the art masters, of course, not the one that I had two of. Um, is I mean because that definitely was one that was just beating people down. Very ironically, somebody just in general chat earlier was
Yeah.
trying to choose between what was it? Um, I think it was the Fire Art Master and it was something else, but I think they chose poorly. Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Because like
okay.
they're like level
I mean,
37 and they picked a very PvP monster versus the other one that would have
gotcha.
helped them with a lot of content. Which very coincidentally can lead us segueing right into our next subject, which is
This guy.
um, the Cleaves, which, you know, Hyungun, who hangs out in our Discord, which we love. Thank you for that being part of our community. But he
Absolutely.
was mentioning what we think the best cleave unit is in the game, what we think is our best ones in PvP and PvE, and what our
Right.
best counter to cleave unit in PvP would be. So, tackling those one at a time, in my opinion, and this is not a secret, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that this is standard logic. But
Right.
Lucian is definitely, I would say, the PvE nuker, cleave unit, whatever you want to call him. He is
Definitely.
definitively the unit you want for, I mean, just bashing people endlessly in PvE. That being said, I would say I use my Beth more than my Lucian in
Nice.
RTA.
That's the answer that I wanted. Yeah.
And I mean, and really the only reason is because even if I take out a, uh, not a Ganymede, Samanth, if I take that out, even when it respawns, it has a portion of its health it will never get back again. So
Right.
for me, I think that is a very powerful combo. Hey, how dare you take my beautiful, handsome young man? Okay, now we're going to mix it up then. Um, he took my poor my poor my bulwark. Anyways, but
Ban Bulwark. Oh, what a ban.
let me look. Yes, I'm going to ban his bulwark. Only because I know what that can do to my health and wellness. Are you a speed lead? You're not a speed lead. Are you a speed lead? You're
So
not a speed
for
lead.
me, it would actually be one of the two, one or two. Definitely either Crow or Naomi, just because they do
Hmm.
damage based on enemy debuffs and such like that.
Right.
So with my box, it's definitely either Crow or Naomi. Um, the disadvantage to a Lucian is it's only one target. Lucian can cleave like multiple targets, which
Mm-hmm.
is awesome.
Which,
Now
not
right
to
now,
interrupt, but the water martial cat as well that you're saying about Naomi.
mm,
I've had
yeah,
some water martial cats that will just destroy my units in one hit. So that is a unit that I think is also kind of like your other martial cat, a very good cleave unit.
excellent. Also my dream cleave unit, my dream is Nyx, the Dark Fairy King. He is just ridiculous. Or
Mm.
Oberon, the Light Fairy King. Either one of those are just ridiculous dream nukers. I'm lucky enough to have both a Samantha and a Daphnis, so if I get no more Fairy Kings, no big deal. But just to answer the question, those would be my two dream cleave units.
Mm. Now, in answer to Hyungun's second thing that they were
Hmm.
asking about, in terms of how one would counter one, there's a couple schools of thought on this for sure. You have the fact that you could try to outspeed them, and that
Yes.
tactic is based around basically, put a Bernard in there, do a Cement 33% speed lead, something along those lines, and hopefully you will beat them to the first turn, and then you could either have some monster that has like a turn pushback or something like that,
Yes. That's
a
exactly what I
Lauren
was.
or something like that that can crowd control that monster basically into submission. So that's like a very passive, and that's relying on your defense to kind of save the day
Right.
method of dealing with it. A lot of the time, if I know I'm going up against a cleave heavy team, I will try to put my Bastet, my Bulwark, and my Felleria into a team. And the reason being that I have shield runes on my Bastet for one. So usually, if they try to turn one cleave me, I don't
Right.
suffer that much damage, and usually because of all the buffs, my Bulwark is ready to go and, pretty much just wreck house if he needs to. So, yeah,
Another great way of oh, please.
no, please, yeah.
Oh, another great way of countering a
Yes!
cleave is with Jean. Oh wow.
I
GG to
cannot
you.
believe my
GG to you.
Hathor actually managed to pull that off.
Pull it out. Clutch.
That
I
was
love
the
it. But
clutchest of
Jean is a
clutch.
great counter to two cleave units, with a
Hmm.
provoke. You mentioned another great technique about attack bar controlling. Now, I let's see, Mseti, awesome for it. The Wind Taoist, his
Is
name
that a
escapes me, but
was that
Wind
that
Taoist.
a rare rune?
What's up?
That was a rare
Yeah, I
rune on
know.
your. I was just
You probably
high
have
key
every rune
judging
in
your
for a couple
runes.
of
Yeah.
years. No, it's judge away. It's definitely yeah, if you notice MC hasn't been re-runed in a while since I just decided to build them up. But Wind Taoist, and they actually have the same attack, Burning Sands or Burning Desert or something like
Hmm.
that, which pushes back your attack bars to, lessen the effects of cleave units. So those are two ways to kind of lessen the effects, provoking of course with Gene or using an attack bar controller like Imseti or the Wind Taoist.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think anything else I've ever done to try and deal with cleave units. But
Shields up.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of it is shield and will runes, and just let them get it out of their system, and then just
Yes, absolutely.
chip
What
away at
about
them.
your water desert queen? She
Bastet?
heals her allies pretty well. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I said.
Excellent.
Don't listen
Very
to me.
cool.
It's so sad.
Let's see. Win Paladin, is Louise is excellent for shielding your units also. If you don't have, really good shield runes, you can definitely use either one of those, Wind Paladin, Water Desert Queen to shield up people.
Right. But yeah, that one, I mean, you would have to get out ahead of the cleave units to get the shield up before, because it doesn't do any good to have very slow buffers in that scenario, because, they're going to get murdered. But yeah, other really good units in terms of PvE especially. I'm just going to get auto and see what happens. I am never beating this team. I'm just letting you know. 2-on-4 with Juno on the other side. Ain't happening. And is that an Oberon? No, that's a Samanth with a really fancy look to him.
Transmog. Nice threads.
Nice threads right? But also Tashar, the Wind Phoenix, is probably one of my favorite when I'm in the Tarantus Labyrinth, because his S3, I don't recall the name, but it allows you to, if you wipe out a unit, it resets the cooldown on the ability. So essentially, you could hit them with his S3. If you take out like 2 towers or 2 units or something like that, you would be able to use that ability again, and the more you do it, the faster. Yeah, what's it called?
It's called, looks like, Tempest. Attacks all enemy with a violent storm once more after you attack the enemy on your turn. Wait, I'm sorry. Attacks all enemy with a violent storm once more after you attack the enemy on your turn. The cooldown time of Tempest will reset if an enemy dies from your attack.
Right.
Very cool.
So, and I mean, and that's what I really like, is especially on like the time limit floors, or if I'm farming a dungeon for rune pieces, or I mean for summon pieces, right, I will use Tashar, because with those multiple units that can get wiped out with one attack, it resets and resets and resets. So sometimes I'll have 2 or 3 floors where Tashar is just like, blowing them out of the water, and nobody else has to do anything. It's just like, Tashar's got this, don't worry, Tashar's got it.
Everyone else is just hanging out.
Right. Actually, and the fact that you brought up Sigmaris over here, also Sigmaris and, of course, Perna are also great cleave units. Perna for survivability as well. Yeah. I mean, they're just... I feel like this game has an abundance of units that can do... I mean, because Lyn is just Lyn. Lyn is all things to all people, but I definitely am a pretty huge fan of my Lyns.
We actually did a show on percentile damage on units that do that kind of, devastating damages that are, really helpful against bosses and rift beasts and such like that. But
But I would say, in order, Lucian and Beth for my PvE, and Tashar for situational PvE are my most used ones. And then when I need something, usually it's Masha in RTA, or Carbine, the Wind Sniper. And the reason why
I pretty well.
And I've been favoring Carbine lately because I don't know why. Because he does pretty great damage. He has a counterattack. So if somebody gets a glancing hit on him, which when he's in his aimed pose happens more frequently, he will counterattack, which I think is really nice because if he's in the crouched position, he does the same amount of damage that he would do if he was firing his S1. I know. He heard me. He heard me saying it. So there is that. I've liked that because sometimes my counterattack will finish off one of their weaker units because it's just as strong as if I was using the attack normally. Masha is just great because of the turn cycling. So
Fire Beast Rider, right?
Yep. Let's just. I'm gonna use her now just for funsies, just to see how we do. Maybe I'll go all cleave this round just to see what happens.
Hey, in spirit of the topic, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get beaten like I owe them money, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I do have runes on Bernard. How pleasant.
See, it's a good day. When you ruined your Bernard.
Well, I mean, I stripped all my runes for redoing everything in in RTA, so now my RTA monsters, the ones I have favorited, all have the best runes I could give them, so...
Nice.
Let's see, what do I not want to deal with?
Efficient runes, as shout out to Nelly the God for making
Nelly!
all of our runes more efficient.
Love him.
So that's great, man.
So, I feel like he made a mistake here. That's just me. I think I'm going to get the first turn because my Bernard is pretty fast.
Right.
So if I get out ahead of him, Nelly the God, he's watching. Nelly, hello.
That's what's up. Shout out to Nelly the God. Thank you.
And then we summoned him just like out of nowhere. Just like that.
Talking about him. Absolutely. What's up,
so see, this is what I mean. I think he made a mistake here because he's only gotten one unit past me so far. Will he get another? Maybe, yeah. He'll get to go. See, of course he slows down my Beth to protect himself. But, like, I did way too much damage to him on turn one. Like,
Exactly.
I don't think he should have let me have my Bernard for as long as he did.
Wasn't thinking ahead, that's all.
Hype.
As Childish as Childish says, educate and dominate, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, see, this is the problem, though. I didn't finish off his Varad, so now he's crowd controlling me, which is going to be a problem.
Well, let's see.
Oh no, I mean, I'm already guessing I'm going to lose because he's going to keep me locked down now, but man, if only I could have hit him slightly harder. So sad.
A wee bit harder.
Well, I mean, most of his units were pretty much dead from that, so... Oh well. Such is life.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Well, I mean, again, I don't go... no offense to Nelly, whom I love, but I do not go 100% cleave very often. I know that is his tactic, I haven't met a problem I couldn't, if I didn't... Or what was it? I try to do as much damage as possible, and if I lose, I didn't do enough damage. Right.
I do remember that Nelly quote. If you didn't use enough brute force, then you gotta use more brute force.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I mean, and the thing was, I think this could have worked if I had perhaps had a Triton in instead of Beth. Not that Triton would have done more damage, but Triton could have silenced them so they wouldn't have actually gotten off any moves to crowd control me that much. Because honestly, I was fine until they crowd controlled me.
You were.
I'm gonna try another one while we're talking. Sad days that he beat me.
On to the next one. I've been
spooky.
Since, let's put it this way. I saw the Ryu background as one of the.
And which event is that one in?
This is in the regular Street Fighter.
The collab event or the because there's a couple, right?
Oh, good point. There's the collab event, yes. So
the collab
I was
one?
thinking, Ryu's not necessarily my favorite character. One, there's no way I'm gonna pull Ryu anyway, so there's no way I'm gonna get a background for no reason. Then I pull Water Ryu, and my whole attitude changed about everything. So now I have a couple days. I think I'll make it. I have about 4 days left, and I think if I just auto farm and do some summoning, get some summon luck today, then I'll be well on my way to getting the background, because that's it. After this particular collaboration, there's no way to get it. So
yeah,
everyone, fingers crossed. Let's hope Aztec can farm enough, with my ridiculous schedule to get that cool background. Think I can do it?
I don't know. How far off are you?
I think I'm close to 10,000. So I can theoretically do another 2,000.
See, now that was what we needed to do. We needed to get rid of half his team in one shot. Go ahead, Lauren. What are you going to do, Lauren? What are you going to do, Lauren?
Someone's amped up. That's good. I like amped up. Sorry. This is what's up.
I don't even know what the name of the Dark Druid is, but screw him.
That guy I'll never get. That's the name.
Unit I will never have. Yes, that is the name.
No, he's pretty awesome, though.
Bye-bye.
Druids are ridiculous.
Ta-da! Yeah. So, see, I don't cleave very often, but when I do, I make sure it's Bernard and Lucian. Pinky out, it's very polite. Yeah, that's what's up.
Awesome. So I think I can get it. I think I can get the 16,000 points necessary to get that background, of course. But I think I'll do it. I think we'll be able to.
You mean this under the rune thing?
Yeah, that you got like 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
Because you're a diligent farmer.
I really am.
Diligent.
I have 35,869 points.
So give me like 16,000 will be great.
And let's see, I was able to buy the SF scroll. I got the Devilmon just a couple days ago. Got the 5-star. Got the 2.
Awesome.
Ones. So really, right now, all I'm working towards is if I can get the reappraisal, if I can get the crystals, and if I could get the 2 4-stars. That would be nice. Speaking of which, see, honestly, this is what I hate is, oh, hey, Aztec, why don't I use your dungeon? I hate...
Why don't you use my dungeon?
I hate not having any way to... Like, I wish if somebody on my friends list had one of these dungeons, it would just let me have one crack at it a day. Like, that it wasn't, oh, you have an hour, good luck. Because, you know... The aforementioned, I work and my schedule can be very, very out there sometimes. So I enjoy the things that have made the game more accessible for me, for sure. Oh, wow, you literally just got that Chung-Li dungeon, too. That's funny.
Sure
I see you auto-farming, and I'm like, okay.
So I want to hear all about Trickaroo, and we hinted upon it. We talked about it a little bit last week, but I want some more Trickaroo info because you convinced me to build 3 other 2As.
Okay. So as soon as I'm done with this, in just a moment, I will pull it up. Right. But essentially what it is if you have a full attack or defense tower in your arena and you have a full defense tower in your guild war, you can get away with, I think, like 2,400 for your stats. But
Nice.
so, like, here's the thing with the I'll just pick this up, it'll be easier. Oh, I still have one more I have to... Hold on, that bothers me that that's not done, so I must go find him now and skill him up with the excess.
So you were saying if you...
My brain doesn't work that way.
Tower.
There it is. I believe it's 2,400 then that you need for skilling up, or for your minimum threshold for your defense that you need. And essentially what it is, right. And I'm going to pull up the Awoken one first, because this is the one where it actually makes a difference. So the second Awaken changes his S3 to a passive, okay? So initially his S3 is attacks the enemy and counters attack when attacked for 1 turn. And it's reusable every 4 turns, okay? So with that, you have less opportunity and chance that you are going to get a counterattack, right? Because, again, it's an every 4 turn cooldown, right? But you second awaken him, and now it increases your attack power and counterattacks for 1 turn when you attack on your turn. So basically, every time you attack, you have a counterattack built in. So every single time like you are...
Revenge. Oh, wow.
Right. And his S2 gets powered up. So his S2, before he's 2A'd, teams up with another ally to attack an enemy every 3 turns. Okay? Right. You 2A and fully skill him up. And I don't like looking at it on this page. It boggles my mind. He will team up with another ally to attack an enemy, and the number of allies you attack together increases up to 3 according to your defense. So that is one of the reasons you have to hit that defense threshold, is when you only have 4 monsters and you are pulling all 3 of them in with you to attack. That's the trick. That's the trick of the Chikaru, is that you are bringing in all of your teammates on that one
and all that
attack.
Defense, and does the damage scale off defense with Ikaru?
No, nothing that scales the that, but okay. But I mean, it keeps you from needing a healer, which is the other trick of it, that, you know, you're able to just go that. And then, like, the S1, I mean, it's just attacks the enemy with razor sharp claws and does a decreased defense for 2 turns. So basically, every time they're attacking, you're putting defense down on whatever it is you're attacking. So you're adding debuffs. You're bringing the entire team, so when you're doing the Chikaru in its normal native environment, when doing it correctly, you're bringing Verd and every single monster you have, all 4 of you, to attack at the same time.
Like Sylvia. Yeah,
correct.
That's great.
Except Sylvia will only bring 1 friend with her, whereas with Chikaru, you're bringing the whole team every single time. So that is that. That is why it works. And like I said, I took pictures of it, so we will be able to put it out there, and
we on all of our socials.
And, you know, of course, we will talk all about it if anybody wants to hear why it works, or how it works, or when it works. But it is very usable in a lot more places than normal. I mean, if you've already got a Necro team that can handle 12, great. I wouldn't say you need to worry about it. If you have, you know, a team that can do, you know, all the things that Chikaro can do, maybe you don't need to waste any time, like, going through and trying to build this team. But at the same time, I feel like it is a wildly accessible team because you actually have, you know, the ability to build this. Like, anybody pretty much gets Inugami all the time, like it's going out of style. And
Absolutely.
right. And so, I mean, that was how I was able to 6-star 3 of them so quickly, was because
Right.
I had the Inugami army basically sitting in the background. So, I mean, I still, after 6-starring 3 of them, I still have extra Inugami just sitting around. So, I mean, just to put in perspective, that is. And what's nice is I am going to eventually just build. Because I think my fire Inugami are all fully skilled up to be 2-aid, like my other ones, so I'm going to eventually build them up. But I don't see the point in building up the other Inugami to actually, you know, 6-star them, because it's just wasting time and energy. But I was thinking I might build up the wind one just because it's the only Inugami then I don't have 6-starred. You know, gotcha. Just in case they buff him anytime or something like that.
Let me check on that, because the wind, I'm pretty sure Nelly was talking about Ramahan. Oh, yeah. He's the one that deals damage proportion to your defense. Okay, now it makes sense to me. So, interesting. No one has tried to double or triple make Ramahan.
Well, because, yeah, I mean, I don't think he, as a gimmick team, would work in multiple formats, because, like, what are they going to do? But, like, on a defense lead, like with your Imcesti or something like that, like, definitely could be, you know, just great. So, we are getting close to the end of our time, so why don't you do our special spooky edition of the Tales from Summoner's War.
Absolutely.
And then we can do some summoning.
Okay, so it's time for another Halloween-themed installment of Tales from SW. I love that laugh, man.
Well, you know, when you watch Tales from the Crypt as a child, you know, it really sticks with you.
So that's awesome. So hopefully this isn't, you know,
too spooky?
Spoil a surprise. No, not too spooky, but it's a tradition in Summoner's War that on 2 different holidays, everybody gets transmogs. So if you wake up on Halloween and all of your monsters have a little bit of a, you know, different look to them, it's because this is just one of the many pranks that Contuous plays on us every year.
I'll never forget the first time it happened, and I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, look how cool these look. Do I get to keep them forever? And then you were like, no, man. Why are you so dumb? And I was like, oh, I see.
The next Halloween, the next holiday they do this on is on April Fools. And of course, I started playing the game in April. And, you know, my first time of getting totally duped by, you know, Contuous was on April Fool's Day. So,
April Fuse.
Don't be alarmed. It's just some. I mean, honestly, Contuous plays a lot of pranks on their players, which is all. I mean, you know.
Look how long they've been trolling me about my Artamiel.
Yeah, serious, man. Like, what's up with that? But yeah, they're just such a community building company that they do, you know, these system-wide pranks on all the players. So it's just another one of the things that makes being in the community pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. And so, Oh, sorry. No, please continue.
Really quickly, I just want to announce the 2 winners of our swag packs. They were
Swag
cool
packs.
enough to listen to and put in the correct code for on our promotion page in our Discord. So GSPK, you're getting a swag pack,
Just pick.
and DSC Justin,
Just
you're
in.
definitely getting a swag pack. Also, thank you for listening, and thank you for So hopefully, I'll be able to get mailing addresses or shipping addresses for those 2 listeners, and
I know that Aztec is totally going to reach out to you on Discord, so
I will. I so will.
So will.
But that's it. But yeah, I definitely want to. Since we are running a little, I want to have a super duper summon session. But
now, before we do that, we gotta talk about what we both got lightning and our splendid blessings.
Let's do it.
So you start. What happened?
Well,
what did you get? And let me guess.
Maybe you can guess which one I actually picked. But during the let me just pull up the photo real quick. During the championship for SWC, I got somewhat lucky, and got a. So now, which one of these 2 do you think I picked?
Fire Sea Emperor.
Ding 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 ding! As of course, that super brain of Lightstar picked the right one.
Now, do you have Charlotte already?
Yeah, Charlotte was a big, was pretty popular on Instagram. I did the exact same thing, just asked,
right. But do you have a Charlotte, or were these both brand new?
These are both fresh.
I don't know that turn control on Charlotte though, but yeah, no, I think you made the right decision, anyways.
Oh, thanks. Because it was I think it was more for Charlotte on Instagram, if I remember correctly. So I was kind of kicking myself. But since I've been seeing Oki in 3 different years of SWC as a staple unit, and definitely something I want to get into is RTA, I picked that one. But
and he is used quite a bit. Well, and I mean, and the nice thing is, like, her Wind Guardian Angel attacks 3 times. Each one decreases the attack bar by 30% and has a 40% chance to increase the chance of landing a glancing hit for 2 turns. And afterwards, she increases the attack bar of all allies by 20%. So,
excellent.
I use her very much with my Carbine because, again, the glancing hits will cause him to counterattack more. So for me, that's a lot of what I've been doing, and also the turn control. She's very, very good at what she does for keeping them at bay. Let's see. 1, 5, 9. Do I need more than 9 scrolls, or is 9 a good amount?
9's cool. What happened with your Splendid Blessing?
Ugh! Thanks for reminding me. So, my Splendid Blessing was a dupe Ciara or a dupe Bastet. And since, I mean, I could see some scenario down the road where maybe I would want a second Ciara just to build it differently and see how it does.
Right.
So I got that one, but if they hadn't given us a free Splendid Blessing, I would have already turned her into crystals and already gotten a Splendid Blessing. Because I don't know if at the point I am in the game, like a lot like what Nelly said, like he doesn't do a lot of the trick teams, but I do like to build dupes for fun sometimes, just to, experiment and all, but a lot of the time with 5 stars, I don't see the need to do it, because there's not that much I can't see, I would need 2 bombs and 2 times to attack. I mean, it'd be great if I could do that to just anybody, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, look at you with the Street Fighter scroll. How nice. But yeah, for me, I don't know. I think it's a pretty. I don't know. I'm glad I got Lightning because it has been about 6 months since I got Lightning of that caliber for a 5-star. So I can't be mad. Not really. But, I mean, you're always a little disappointed when it's a dupe. But, I mean, at this point, I like that they...
That's rough, man.
Right.
I feel for you.
And I mean, and the nice thing is that they also do have the fact that you have the ability to turn them into splendid blessings, because before, not so much. You were just kind of stuck with what you had. So definitely. In terms of that, I am very happy that we have that option now to do it. So not terrible, just 100%. wasn't the best Lightning I could have hoped for, but today is a new day, my friend. Today is a new day.
Absolutely. Duke Sierras, what can you do?
Right?
Well, as you know, I got 1 Street Fighter scroll, 1 legendary, 1 light and dark, a couple mysticals.
All right, right on.
Should be a good session.
Okay. I also have I have a light and dark, 3 fire, 1 wind, 4 mystical, and that's going to be it.
Well, let's stop these scrolls from burning holes in our pockets. Let's do some summoning.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, and summon. Almost crystal summoned. Did you see that?
Did you
see that?
Made me laugh and everything.
Got an awakened martial cat. That's helpful.
Nice. Good for skilling up. Good for leveling up. Got some werewolves.
This one up because I don't think I have any awakened ones.
Did I tell you on the back burner I'm building a dark charger shark just for funsies?
Just for funsies. Shark Week. Well, think about it. Look how many charger shark you'll be able to skill that thing up.
Oh, look, I got some lightning.
Excellent.
Okay. A Mi Yawen, right? Or Mi Yang. Anyways, good stuff. I need to build the water and the fire one of that, so anything that gets me some more to 6-star them, that's always good. Oh my god, 2nd lightning. Look at that go. Excellent. This means I have no hope whatsoever of getting lightning on my L&D. You let me know when you're on your last scroll, and I'm going to wait until you're ready, and then I'm going to just go for it.
Almost crystal summoned again. What is up with these thumbs? They are not listening.
They look like strong hands, don't they? Hey, look, you got some lightning.
Dude, I absolutely did, and I got Water Slip. I do not have.
Wait, you didn't have him? Did not know that.
New baby.
He's great. You should definitely 6-star him.
Tell me all about Tyron, because I know you have one.
Tyron is a wonderful crowd control monster. He does wonders for Toa and such.
Excellent.
He's also great for PvP. Yeah, he's wonderful.
That is the first time.
Nice. Congrats, man.
Should I do light and dark or legendary?
Do the light and dark. I'll open mine with you, and then I'll just sit here sadly watching you work.
We will do the light and dark.
Okay, no lightning, because, no Artamiel for me today. And Elemental, is that? No, yeah. Light Elemental.
I got a Dark Viking. Are they good?
I mean, that's part of the Balaguer Jensen team, so sort of.
That's what was Okay. Again, totally brand new. I'll roll with the legendary next. And I'm gonna cover my eyes. You tell me what the heck happened.
You won't be happy.
Okay. Fire assassin. Not a big deal.
I mean, I wasn't wrong, was I?
You were not wrong. This is a regular mystical. Lure?
Phantom Thief,
Lure
not bad.
Phantom Knight? Yeah.
Oh,
Phantom Thief. Did I say Phantom?
I forgot to tell you, I got to win Chung-Li. Wait, why am I showing this to you? It's right there. You know, I just
Gotta win Chun-Li. That's awesome.
yeah. So now I have the 2 water, 3 water,
Mm-hmm.
the 1 fire, the wind, and of course the dark one. So yeah,
Very cool.
not bad.
So I'm gonna end the session with the Street Fire scroll.
Do it,
I
Doug!
wouldn't mind as what happened?
Oh, don't you know from Mallrats that Jason Mewes quote, like when he's backstage and he's like, "Do it, Doug!"
Yes, that I remember. So let's do it. This is gonna be probably the last one of this whole collaboration for myself.
Yeah,
And
I'm
probably the last
debating
one
my
for the
impulse
31st.
control problem, so I may.
As long as it's not a Dhalsim,
Oh man,
I'll probably be happy. So
you're going to get a bison just to put the nail in the coffin for me. Yep, see, there's some lightning.
this should be an M Bison because that would be awesome.
Nope.
And
Dulcim. You are literally the Dulcim whisperer. That's all I have to say about that.
I got a lot of Dhalsims.
You have all of them. I believe the term is you have all of them.
I would love to give some of my dupes to Nelly because I know that's his favorite character, but well, no swapping as yet in the game.
Right?
Lightstar, who you want to shout out?
Definitely, all our friends who have joined us in the Discord, DSC Justin, and, of course I have to go and pull this up because I don't remember how to exactly say it. The GSPK. Congrats to you both on the first ever Monster Ranchers Guide to Summoner's War swag pack, as it were.
Awesome.
Don't be underwhelmed. Or be underwhelmed, it's fine. But, also, again, Jack Bagelfire, he has been in my guild now for about a week, and it is just so much fun to have him in the guild with us, so I've been enjoying that quite a bit. So
very cool.
Yeah. I
definitely want to shout out Crashing 84. Want to GZ on him on his new Camilla. So
ooh, Camilla. I should build one of those someday.
Very cool. Absolutely. You definitely have one. And I definitely want to shout out Hyungun because he's been listening for I don't know how long. And, really want to thank him for the topics for today.
Yeah, he is very engaging. He always has a lot of great ideas and lots of good questions. So yeah, definitely
blow one up the Discord. So shout out to you, Young Gun. Appreciate it. Absolutely. So that's it for me. I'm really glad that you got a win, Chun-Li. To complement your dark fire and water Chun-Li's. I know that's your favorite character.
Sure is. So real quick, I know we usually make a bigger deal out of this, but what I have on screen I think might be my next 6-star, only because he is used in a lot of RTA, so I am thinking Triton will be my next 6-star. It's between him and Anaval, I think, because
Mm,
him, Annabelle, and Samantha, if I'm being realistic, because they're monsters
right.
I see quite a lot, and
Definitely.
ones that I think could benefit my RTA progress. So, yeah. So,
100%.
I'm still thinking Triton, though, because his S3 will remove beneficial effects and decrease the attack bar, which I deal a lot with the monsters that start the round with beneficial effects, and they will
Mm,
go after my CR or something before I can get rid of them. So, yeah, so I'm
gotcha.
definitely thinking he might be my go-to bud. So, we'll see, yeah. That's where I'm thinking.
That's awesome. This will be my next 6-star, 100%. All
I hate you
praises
for
due
having
to the
that.
Sniper Elite. He's in a lot of the ads for the, definitely in the music video. He's in the opening for the SWC. They're using Daphnis a little bit in the promos and stuff, which is cool.
They're going to nerf him
But
then.
yeah. But that about wraps it up for this particular episodes of Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. New episodes every Saturday. Reach out to us at Rancher's Guide at Twitter, MRGTSW on Facebook, MRGTSW on Reddit,
Mm,
MRGTSW on Instagram,
yeah.
MRGTSW on YouTube,
Do it.
Lightstar777 Gaming on
The
Twitch. You
Twitch.
can definitely be part of our live studio audience when we
And
record.
and on YouTube, same name. So
Yes,
we try to stream everywhere at once.
absolutely. So that's about it for us. Hopefully, you have a lot of lightning in your future.
Yes, this
And
was truly a lightning-tastic one, even without the two
truly,
scrolls guaranteed to give it. I mean, got some lightning from a fire scroll, got some from mystical scroll. You got some lightning,
I got
so
Tyron. Yeah,
yeah, and I mean, and Tyron is legitimately great. So look forward to it.
absolutely.
I think maybe that will definitely be a monster spotlight next week, so we can talk all about it.
100%.
And
You can show your build. That would be good.
yeah, definitely
Yes.
can do that. And I just
But
hope everybody has a great week, and we look forward to seeing you all back here next week for another recording. And hit us up. Our Discord link will be everywhere that we are. It is on our Twitter as a pinned tweet. And just make sure you go to Choose Your Destiny and select some roles to start enjoying the community with us.
Absolutely. So yeah, definitely. That's about it for us. Have a great rest of the week. Everyone stay safe. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.